Top 7 drinks to prevent leg cramps in seniors. Strengthen your legs. Have you ever experienced this? Waking up in the middle of the night with a sudden, intense cramp in your leg? Your muscle feels like it's turning to stone, and the pain is so sharp that you feel like screaming? Unfortunately, many people over 40, 50, and especially in older age, face this problem. Most often, cramps are caused by a lack of minerals, dehydration, or muscle fatigue. Today, we're going to look at 7 simple and tasty drinks that can help relax your muscles, restore your mineral balance, and reduce the risk of both nighttime and daytime cramps. Watch this video until the end, because I'll share a bonus drink recipe at the end that almost instantly relieves muscle tension. 1. Lemon water. Let's start with the simplest yet incredibly effective drink, lemon water. And it's important to say right away, most cramps are caused by 2 main reasons: dehydration and a lack of minerals. Imagine this. Our muscles are like electric wires. For a signal from the brain to pass through, we need current, and current flows only in a liquid medium, which is water. If there isn't enough fluid, the wires dry out, spark, and the muscles start contracting on their own. That's how cramps happen. So, as simple as it may sound, plain water alone is already a remedy for cramps. But we can make it even more beneficial. Add a slice of lemon. Why lemon? It contains vitamin C, which strengthens blood vessels and improves mineral absorption. Plus, lemon has a bit of potassium, one of the key minerals for muscle relaxation. Potassium acts as a counterbalance to sodium. If there's too much sodium, muscles overstrain, and potassium helps relax them and restore balance. But that's not all. If you add just a pinch of sea salt to your lemon water, you get a natural isotonic drink, a beverage that replenishes electrolytes. What does that mean? Muscles contract due to electrical impulses, which can only pass when the body has enough minerals: sodium, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Plain water has almost none of these minerals, but lemon water with a pinch of salt provides them. Sea salt gives us sodium and magnesium, 2 minerals without which muscles can cramp very quickly. Essentially, this drink works like expensive sports drinks sold in stores. But unlike them, it contains no sugar, no artificial colors, no chemicals, just water, lemon, and salt. Interesting fact: professional athletes often use this kind of homemade isotonic drink. Before a marathon or a tough workout, they drink lemon water with salt, which helps maintain performance and prevent cramps. Moreover, studies show that such homemade drinks can work even better than store-bought sports isotonic drinks, because they don't contain extra sugar, which often interferes with mineral absorption. When and how to drink it? I recommend 2 key times. 1. In the morning on an empty stomach to kickstart your body. Replenish fluids after the night, and immediately provide your muscles with the minerals they need. 2. In the evening, about an hour before bed, to reduce the risk of nighttime cramps. Many people complain that their legs cramp at night. Lemon water with a pinch of salt helps relieve this tension. Here's a life hack. If you feel a cramp starting, try slowly sipping this drink in small amounts. In most cases, the muscle relaxes faster. Thus, lemon water isn't just a refreshing drink. It's a true helper for your muscles and blood vessels. And the best part, it's accessible to everyone, since lemon and salt are available in any kitchen. 2. Mineral water with magnesium. Now let's talk about one of the most important minerals for muscle health: magnesium. It's often called the mineral of calm and the main relaxant of the body. And that's no coincidence. When the body lacks magnesium, muscles start to tense up, feel stiff, and eventually cramps appear. Think of magnesium as a kind of brake for the nervous system and muscles. Without it, muscles get the signal to contract but don't get the signal to relax. That's why a magnesium deficiency is almost always linked to nighttime cramps. Unfortunately, for most people over 40 to 50, magnesium levels gradually decrease. The reasons are simple. We get less magnesium from food, absorption worsens with age, and stress, coffee, sweets, and some medications deplete it even more. Here, a simple solution comes to the rescue: magnesium-rich mineral water. Yes, not pills or expensive supplements. Just ordinary water from natural sources that naturally contains a lot of magnesium. There are even famous mineral waters worldwide. For example, Donut MG, sourced in Slovenia, contains a record high amount of magnesium among all mineral waters. But similar waters exist in other countries. 2. You can find bottles labeled mg or magnesium water in pharmacies or supermarkets. All you need to do is read the label. The higher the magnesium content per liter, the better. How to drink magnesium water. First, it's important not to drink liters at once. That won't help. The best approach is 1 glass a day, preferably in the evening instead of tea or coffee. Why evening? Because magnesium relaxes muscles, calms the nervous system, helps you fall asleep faster, and promotes deeper sleep. So it's both a prevention for cramps and a kind of natural sleep aid. Here's an interesting fact. In one study, elderly people with nighttime cramps were given magnesium water. Within a couple of weeks, most participants noticed fewer cramps and more restful sleep. And all this without medication or side effects, just water. It's important to understand, magnesium isn't an instant solution. If your leg cramps right now, a glass of magnesium water won't immediately relieve it. But if you drink it regularly, the results come gradually. Muscles become softer, calmer, and nighttime cramps occur less and less. Another tip, you can alternate regular water and magnesium water. For example, regular water during the day, magnesium water in the evening. This way, you won't overload your body with minerals, but will still get a stable effect. Thus, magnesium-rich mineral water is a simple, accessible, and highly effective way to prevent cramps. Try drinking a glass every evening for a month. You'll be amazed at how much better your muscles feel and how much calmer your sleep becomes. 3. Banana smoothie. The next drink on our list is a banana smoothie. Here we move on to another very important mineral for muscle health, potassium. Many people know bananas are healthy, but not everyone knows why. Bananas are a true potassium powerhouse. Potassium is the mineral responsible for proper muscle function and nerve signal transmission. Imagine how a muscle works. It receives an electrical impulse from the nervous system, contract, and the muscle contracts. But to relax afterward, the cell needs the right balance of sodium and potassium. If potassium is lacking, muscles get stuck in a tense state. That's exactly when cramps occur. This is why doctors and nutritionists worldwide say bananas are one of the best ways to prevent cramps. Banana smoothie recipe. The smoothie takes literally 2 minutes to make and can provide nutrients equivalent to a full vitamin complex. Basic recipe: 1 ripe banana, 1 cup of milk or kefir, 1 teaspoon of honey. Simply blend everything together, and you get a delicious and healthy drink. What do we get? Potassium from the banana for muscle relaxation. Calcium and magnesium from milk or kefir. 2 more minerals that work together with potassium. Honey, a natural energy booster that helps minerals absorb faster. 1 glass of this smoothie provides your muscles with a full set of essential nutrients. When to drink? After a walk or light workout. Your muscles need minerals most during recovery. During the day as a light snack, healthier than a pastry or sweets, giving energy without overloading the stomach. Evening, a couple of hours before sleep, nourishes the body without feeling heavy. Interesting fact, marathon runners often eat bananas during races. If you've ever seen marathon footage, you've probably noticed piles of bananas at the refreshment stations. Why? Bananas are the quickest, most accessible way to get potassium to prevent cramps and maintain energy. One marathoner in New York even said, "Without bananas, I would never have finished. At kilometer 30, my legs cramped. I ate a banana, drank water, and within minutes could continue." It works not just for athletes, but also for ordinary people experiencing cramps at night or after physical activity. If you're lactose intolerant or want variety, you can adjust the recipe. Replace milk with almond or oat milk. Add a pinch of cinnamon to improve circulation. Add some berries for antioxidants. In any version, the smoothie remains a rich source of potassium and an excellent drink to prevent cramps. And the best part, it's delicious, unlike tablets or powders. It's a pleasurable way to support your health. 4. Coconut water. The 4th drink on our list is coconut water. Don't confuse it with coconut milk. Coconut water is the clear liquid inside a young green coconut. It's light, refreshing, and incredibly healthy. Why is it so important for preventing cramps? The answer is electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals that carry electrical signals in our bodies. Without them, muscles cannot function properly. The main electrolytes are potassium, sodium, magnesium, and calcium. Coconut water contains exactly this combination in perfectly balanced proportions. Simply put, coconut water is a natural sports drink. In stores, we often see colorful bottles labeled isotonic or energy drink. But if you check the ingredients, they usually contain a lot of sugar, artificial colors, and additives. Coconut water, on the other hand, provides exactly what your muscles need: pure water and natural minerals. Imagine this scenario. It's a hot day. You've been walking a lot. You're tired and sweaty. Your body loses not only water, but also electrolytes. This is when cramps most often occur. A glass of coconut water in such a situation restores both fluids and minerals immediately. Interesting fact, in some countries, such as the Philippines or India, coconut water is sometimes even used in emergencies instead of for fluids for dehydration. Its composition is so close to blood plasma. There are also stories from World War II, when soldiers lacked saline solution, and doctors administered coconut water intravenously. It actually worked. Of course, this is an extreme case, but it shows just how valuable coconut water is for the body. When to drink coconut water? In hot weather, it quenches thirst and prevents dehydration. After physical activity, walks, gardening, or workouts. When muscles feel overworked or a cramp is about to start. It's very light on the body, no heaviness, no extra calories, no sugar, yet your muscles get everything they need. Athletes have long included coconut water in their routines. Many runners and fitness trainers consider it the best alternative to artificial sports drinks. One small note: in some countries, fresh green coconuts are hard to find, but bottled or packaged coconut water is widely available in supermarkets. Choose varieties without added sugar or flavors to get the natural, mineral balance your muscles need. In short, coconut water is a natural way to restore electrolyte balance and protect muscles from cramps, especially in hot weather and after physical activity. It's one of the simplest and tastiest ways to stay active and healthy. 5. Herbal teas with chamomile and mint. The fifth drink on our list is herbal teas with chamomile and mint. At first glance, you might wonder, what do herbal teas have to do with cramps? But the connection is deeper than it seems. Cramps aren't only about minerals and dehydration. Very often, they are linked to nervous tension. Imagine someone who has been stressed all day, with racing thoughts and a tense body. Even when they go to bed, the muscles remain tight. In such situations, painful nighttime spasms often occur. This is where calming herbs help. Chamomile and mint are time-tested herbs that relax both muscles and the nervous system. Chamomile. Chamomile has been used since ancient times as a natural antispasmodic, a remedy for relieving cramps. Historical medical texts recommended it for stomach pain, muscle cramps, and even post-workout soreness. Modern research confirms that chamomile contains compounds that gently relax, smooth muscles, and reduce inflammation. Mint. Mint works a bit differently. It cools, refreshes, relieves nervous tension, and gently calms. Mint tea is often recommended for insomnia, headaches, and mental fatigue, but few people know that it also helps muscles release tension. When chamomile and mint are combined in one tea, chamomile relaxes muscles, while mint eases nervous tension, creating a perfect evening tea for cramp prevention. How and when to drink? Best in the evening, 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. A warm chamomile mint tea helps calm the mind, reduce anxiety, relax muscles, prepare the body for sleep. Muscles recover during sleep, so if you fall asleep calm and relaxed, the risk of nighttime cramps is significantly lower. Interesting fact, in ancient Egypt, chamomile was used not only for healing but also to relieve nervous spasms. In ancient Rome, gladiators were given mint infusions after fights to release muscle tension. These simple herbs have been proven for thousands of years. Tips to boost the effect. 1. Add a little honey. It enhances the relaxing effect and makes the tea tastier. 2. If you often experience nighttime cramps, drink this tea nightly for at least 2 weeks. Most people notice calmer muscles within a few days. 3. For extra effect, combine chamomile, mint, and lemon balm, a complete calming blend in 1 cup. Important: if you drink a lot of coffee or black tea in the evening, Your muscles may stay overexcited, increasing cramp risk. Replace your usual evening tea with herbal tea and notice the difference. Thus, chamomile and mint are not just tasty herbal teas. They are natural remedies to relax muscles and reduce the risk of nighttime cramps. The best part, they are affordable and effective. A simple tea bag costs very little, but the benefits can be noticeable within just a few days. 6. Cherry juice. The sixth drink worth including in your diet to prevent cramps and relax muscles is cherry juice. At first glance, you might think, it's just juice. What's so special about it? But there's a very interesting secret here. What makes cherries so powerful? Cherries are one of the richest natural sources of antioxidants and special compounds called anthocyanins. They have strong anti-inflammatory properties. What does this mean? When muscles are overworked or sustain micro damage, for example, after a long walk, gardening, or simply with age, inflammation and tension develop. This inflammation triggers pain, stiffness, and cramps. Anthocyanins in cherries help reduce inflammation, decrease swelling, and relieve muscle tension. So cherry juice works not just as a tasty drink, but also as a natural muscle recovery aid. Research and facts. Scientists have repeatedly studied athletes. One of the most well-known experiments involved marathon runners. Before and after the race, they drank tart cherry juice. The results were remarkable. Those who drank the juice recovered twice as fast, experienced less pain, and had almost no cramps. Fitness enthusiasts report the same. Drinking a glass of cherry juice after training reduces next day muscle soreness and speeds up recovery. And most importantly, it's not just for athletes. For older adults, cherry juice can be a real find. It helps reduce nighttime leg pain, morning stiffness, and the risk of nighttime cramps. How and when to drink cherry juice? Best in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before sleep. It not only relaxes muscles, but also promotes the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Yes, cherries are considered one of the few foods that naturally support sleep regulation. You can also drink it during the day, for example, after physical activity or a long walk. This helps muscles recover and reduces fatigue. Interesting story. There's a case often mentioned in sports medicine lectures. At one marathon, one group of runners drank regular sports drinks, while another drank cherry juice. Those who drank cherry juice recovered faster and almost didn't experience nighttime cramps, while cramps were much more common in the other group. This is a great example that sometimes the simplest natural products work better than expensive supplements. Tips: if pure cherry juice is too tart, dilute it with water or mix it with apple juice. For maximum benefit, choose tart cherries, not sweet cherries. They contain far more anthocyanins. You can freeze cherries and make homemade compote without sugar. The effect is roughly the same. Important point: don't confuse natural cherry juice with store-bought sweetened nectars. They contain a lot of sugar and provide little benefit. It's best to make juice yourself or buy 100% natural juice without additives. Cherry juice is not only a tasty drink, but also a natural remedy for inflammation and muscle pain. It helps relax muscles, reduce the risk of cramps, and improve sleep. It's especially useful for older adults who often experience nighttime leg pain and tension. Try replacing your evening tea or coffee with a glass of cherry juice, and you'll notice the difference in just a few days. 7. Warm milk with honey. Finally, the seventh drink on our list, perhaps the simplest and coziest, is warm milk with honey. Many have heard of it since childhood. When a child couldn't sleep, grandmothers or mothers often gave a cup of warm milk with a spoonful of honey. It seems like a simple tradition, but there's real science behind it. Why does milk help muscles? Milk is a source of calcium and magnesium. Calcium is needed for muscles to contract properly. Without it, muscles stumble in their function, often leading to nighttime cramps. Magnesium is responsible for the opposite process, relaxation. Calcium and magnesium work in tandem. One contracts the muscle, the other relaxes it. When these minerals are balanced, muscles work smoothly. Additionally, milk contains tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes the production of serotonin and melatonin, hormones of calm and sleep. That's why warm milk before bed helps you fall asleep faster. Why add honey? Honey makes the drink both tasty and beneficial. First, it contains glucose and fructose, simple sugars that help minerals from milk absorb faster. Second, honey has a mild calming effect. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, which often keeps muscles tense. So milk relaxes muscles and nourishes them with minerals, while honey enhances the effect and calms the body. Why drink it at night? This drink is perfect as an evening ritual. Warm milk with honey relaxes muscles, prepares the nervous system for sleep, reduces the likelihood of nighttime cramps, helps you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. Many older adults complain about waking up with leg cramps. For them, warm milk with honey can be a true lifesaver. A little history. The tradition of drinking milk with honey before bed exists in many cultures. In ancient India, it was believed to calm the mind's fire and restore energy. In Europe, grandmothers gave it to children not just for insomnia, but also to relieve muscle aches after a long day. So this remedy has been proven over centuries and generations. Tips and variations. If you're lactose intolerant, use lactose-free or plant-based milk, like almond milk. It still has a relaxing effect when combined with honey. Add a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg to enhance warming and relaxing properties. The milk should be warm, not boiling. Honey loses some of its benefits in hot water. A small caution: if you have diabetes or monitor sugar intake, use only a tiny amount of honey, about half a teaspoon. That's enough to enhance the milk's effect. In short, warm milk with honey is not just a grandma's recipe, but a truly effective drink that relaxes muscles, improves sleep, and reduces the risk of nighttime cramps. It's cozy, comforting, and calming. Try it for a few nights in a row, and you may be surprised at how much calmer your sleep becomes and how rarely cramps disturb your nights. Bonus: homemade anti-cramp cocktail. A glass of warm water, a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of honey. This drink helps quickly restore mineral balance and relax muscles. Conclusion: try at least one of these drinks today, and you'll notice the difference. Which drink do you drink most often? Write in the comments. I'd love to know. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos on health and longevity. If it was useful to you, subscribe to the channel and like it. Also write whether this video was useful.